Hi all crochet lovers. Today I wanted to demonstrate this very beautiful stitch called the wedge stitch. It is made up of two triangles to form one single pattern. It looks really gorgeous. I think it'll look really good on a skirt or a shawl. I have used a tightly wound ball with a good tension. This is a 3 mm yarn, and for that I'm using a 3 mm crochet hook. I have made the chart for this, and I'm gonna explain each row as we go. So let's get we are gonna make a pattern of 3 repeats. For row 1, make a chain of 20. For the row 2, we are gonna skip the first stitch. In the second stitch, we are gonna do a slip stitch and make a chain of 6. We are gonna skip the first stitch. In the second stitch, we'll do a slip stitch. In the third stitch, we'll do a single crochet. In the fourth stitch, we'll do a double crochet. In the fifth stitch, we'll do a triple crochet. And in the sixth stitch, we'll do a quad crochet. This will essentially form a triangle shape because we start with the smallest crochet stitch and end with the largest one. This triangle we are going to join to the chain below. For that we need to skip the first 5 stitches and we are going to count it carefully and reach to the 6th stitch, which we are going to join using a slip stitch. We're going to repeat the pattern here by making a chain of 6. Skip the first stitch. In the second stitch, do a slip stitch, a single crochet in the third stitch, a double crochet in the fourth stitch, a triple crochet in the fifth stitch, and a quad crochet in the sixth stitch. And that will make our second triangle. Again, we're going to join this triangle to the chain by skipping 5 stitches. In the 6th stitch, we join it using a single crochet, using a slip stitch, but I think by mistake I have done a single crochet here, but it needs to be a slip stitch. We're repeating the pattern by making the triangle again, and I have forwarded this, and we are going to join this triangle to the last stitch. And there forms our 3 triangles, the first row. For row 3, turn your work and start with a chain of 5. Now we are going to make triangles between these 2 triangles. So skip the first stitch. In the second stitch, we'll do a slip stitch, a single crochet in the third stitch, a double crochet in the fourth stitch, triple crochet in the fifth stitch, and in the sixth stitch we'll do a quad crochet. Now this looks like a square with a triangle which are joined at the top. We are going to repeat this pattern by skipping the first stitch and doing the same thing, which is the slip stitch to the quad stitch in the next triangle. Towards the end of row 3, when we have the quad crochet in the last triangle, we'll not pull through all the loops. We'll have 2 loops left on the needle. We'll do another quad crochet to the row 1 last stitch. We'll be left with 3 stitches, 3 loops on the needle, and we'll pull through. That completes the first pattern. Row 4, we're going to do a chain of 1 and do a slip stitch at the same stitch of the previous row. And we're going to do a chain of 6. This row is very similar to row 2. Now we're going to make the triangles, starting with the slip stitch to the quad crochet. Once we are done with the triangle, we are going to join it just over the quad crochet of the previous row with a slip stitch, and we're going to continue with a chain of 6 and making the triangle again. To end row 4, join the triangle with a slip stitch to the last stitch of row 3. Row 5 is similar to row 3. Start with a chain of 5 and make triangles in between the triangles of row 4. Skip the first stitch and start with a slip stitch and end with a quad stitch. And similar to row 3, don't pull through the last quad stitch. Hold the 2 loops on the needle and make another quad stitch in the last stitch of row 4. And pull through the last 3 stitches. And that completes the pattern twice. That's the back side of the pattern. And there goes the front side.